Interesting. Very nice. Okay. Any other tips and tricks from the two of you? Anything, abilities, that kind of thing you can do?
My abilities. Okay.
As I was trying to say before, from Korim, you actually hear Korim state, and that's why it was so difficult to find him when we were kids. Freaking master of hide and seek, freaking creating darkness around himself.
I'd imagine. I would love playing a game of hide and seek in that condition. That being said, question. Can any of you eliminate sound? I have done a little light reading when it comes to darkness magic. Can any of you mute the area by any chance?
No.
I'd have to check later.
I can manipulate visuals, not sound, unfortunately.
Very well. That is something to explore. I am going to be open with you all. I am currently considering possible battle tactics that could be taken upon our friend Nier. Let's continue with this discussion. Klaus? Let's see.
Yes.
Did you have any other tricks up your sleeve that you needed to come forward with?
There are too many things I can do, and I do not think we have any time to list them all. Let's just say I can alter your fate. I can alter your abilities. I can detect things. And I can heal you. I can heal you from a lot of things. That is my job. I am a healer. And then he slowly gets up and leans towards Whisper, and there's a bit of a snarl in his face as he speaks. In fact, I healed a lot of the people that creature you unleashed hurt.
And I am grateful to you.
Yeah. Goon grabs Klaus's shoulder. Unless you need to heal yourself, you need to calm down. Because you have already done damage to yourself. I swore an oath to protect you. Even if it means I must protect you from yourself.
Yeah, Klaus doesn't move much. He's just staring at Whisper with wide, angry eyes. I swear, if I have to spend another sleepless week healing others because of your mistakes. And then he slumps back down.
Whisper kind of gives Klaus a knowing smile. If ever the desire to take some sort of vengeance comes upon you, please note that my sole purpose in life is itself a suicide mission. I do not fear death the same way the rest of you people seem to.
You're dead. You are so mistaken. It's hilarious.
Well, happy to be the butt of a joke.
I'm quite sure my life is nothing but a punchline with a repeating joke. If you couldn't tell, Klaus is kind of snapped.
At this, Vell goes back into Klaus because she's actually worried, and she'll accept her punishment later, but right now she's more worried about him.
Right.
Glad you guys are laughing about that. Scary laugh.
All right. Korim.
Indeed.
Same
Well-
question.
First and foremost, I was a part of the military, have been for several years now. Which is part of where I actually began to earn my name. Though at the time I was known as a blade dancer. I have, as you've obviously noticed by now, a rather eccentric fighting style. After all, what
noticed.
is a battle? Yeah. After all, what is a battlefield but another form of dance?
A very pretty one at that.
And then I was recruited by Lord Merrick into his division.
The name of Merrick seems to be a very common name. I know Merrick myself.
Different spelling. Merrick, as in Shareth Merrick, the person who speaks like this a lot of the time, is Merrick. The Merrick you're thinking about, Whisper Merrick Shaw, is Marik.
Still, I kind of gathered they were different people. But again, it's kind of interesting how there's all these very similar names popping up in our little adventure. We have Merrick, and Merrick. Wonder if they're related.
Not to mention Kuhn, Klaus, Korim, and Khan.
Yes, that's been entertaining when Shay and I have had conversations, by the way.
Well, to be fair,
And-
when our people came to this island the first time, we were all one people. I would imagine that there would be some similar naming structures.
Nimmler.
My name isn't my actual name.
Yes, it's a very, very long, very almost primal sounding name. I like it.
Klaus just lets out another one of those a little bit scary chuckles. He's like, no, I mean, that's not what my actual name would have been.
Oh.
But carry on.
Yes.
Yes.
Klaus, I need you to stop focusing on the past. Instead, Korim, let's focus on the past.
Oh, screw you. Okay, where was I? Yes, I was recruited by Lord Merrick into what is effectively the Black Ops division. Therefore, my own views on life and death are not the same as your general civilian populace. Death is a part of war. It's just what it is, and to be honest, any advantage that you can get on the battlefield is usually going to help you. But
Then, then why are you so squeamish whenever I call for help?
at first, it was more because I was taken aback by it, and, well, now it's kind of just become blasé.
Ah, I see.
As for my, for lack of a better word, evolution into the Storm Dancer, that was due to a very specific incident that happened a few years ago involving Saber. Can't go into the details with regards to that beyond confidential. On that occasion, when Saber killed one of my team members, it triggered something in me, which caused a surge of lightning to actually strike out at them. From that moment on, I effectively became the Storm Dancer and learned to expand my powers far beyond, well, to be honest, far beyond what most people would actually view as even being possible. To the point where, as we have seen, I am able to create entire walls of lightning. I can throw an explosive blast of lightning. Oh, God love the amount of lightning that comes through it. But I've also learned how to manipulate time to an extent. Though for some reason it never seems to work on the enemies. I couldn't resist saying that, by the way. But yes, aside from that, aside from being an incredibly powerful warrior, I'm also an incredibly powerful destructive wizard.
Yes, you're fabulous. Moving on.
I'm flashy, if nothing else. But even with the strength that I have, even with the strength that I had back then, where Saber is concerned, I'm going to have issues.
Fair enough. I'll be quite honest, I half expected Saber to escape long before I could even truly make the offer to the man. There are a lot of ifs and maybes in the whole transaction of possibly even getting him into the party. Honestly, the whole invitation to the journey into the jungle, I mean, I'm essentially inviting the man to a suicide mission.
Uh, I think they'd still feel better if you rescinded the invitation. We understand that it was perhaps a necessary psychological test, but don't put our psychology to the test to do so.
Perhaps.
Least you
We'll
anger
see.
your healer.
Mm-hmm.
It is not my intention to anger anyone. And, Klaus, I gather plainly you are angry about my deeds at the cove. Obviously, had I known about the creature, I would have taken a different action. I made the error in underestimating it, and I indirectly caused the deaths of men I considered allies. I am grieved by my actions. I cannot, however, take them back. If, by giving my life, I could bring those men back, I would give it. Obviously. I even deigned so far as to offer it to the king himself when I came out with my action.
He did.
That being said, I do not see what good truly taking my life at this moment would really add if I think about it. After all, I still have a suicide mission I need to carry out.
Not what I meant. What I mean is
Then-
that if you keep pushing our buttons, keep pushing ideas that we do not want to fulfill, I am going to get angry.
Then be angry. Take out your anger.
Klaus just pokes him on the head with the staff. It doesn't do any damage, it's just bonk.
Figured.
It's
Now, I apologize if I have not come forward with the incident to the cove sooner. Did not expect that the king would keep it a secret. I had assumed he would have not only court-martialed me, released me, and sent me packing, but I also was half expecting an execution of some kind.
I suggested against it.
Whisper kind of raises an eyebrow at that. You what?
I was asked for my opinion about what to do with you.
Wait, so you knew, the ghost lady knew, and the rest of you didn't know. How did this not spread?
I was told not to say anything, and I don't break promises.
And I
And the
have-
kings tend to keep. The kings tend to keep to themselves.
And I have a feeling that Vell knows that if she had told me, I would resent you and refuse to help you.
Well,
It's not just that. I cannot speak of it. I cannot. It is. Look, I'm dead. I can't sleep. I can't enjoy. I cannot relax. I cannot do the things that you all do to distract yourselves from bad things that happen to you. All I do is relive. Yes, speaking with you all, I can almost forget it. But when you all are asleep, or not thinking, or just idle, it's where. And talking about it out loud just makes it worse. I can't. I knew you'd be angry with me, Klaus, but I'm sorry. I couldn't.
We really need to get something for Vell to be able to do during the evenings when we're asleep.
bit of a night owl. I'm much more of a night owl anyway. Ooh, we could play chess.
I can't move peace.
I'll move them for you, dear.
Sorry. Just thinking about that thing.
I understand. It was quite horrifying.
You weren't locked in a room with it.
No, I wasn't. And that, I would imagine, would be awful. Now, you are the last person we needed to talk to. Everyone else has shared.
Well, my powers hinge more on the ethereal, obviously. I can
Indeed.
reanimate corpses to do my bidding. I can create illusions, make people think they're seeing things that aren't there. Specifically warlike illusions. If you want to fake a squadron of pirates coming at you from the other side, I can fake it for you.
You know, I might be able to add something to that. Since you bring up the Squadron of Pirates thing, you said you can't create sounds. I kind of can.
That might be
It's ventriloquism, most really. I can throw my voice and imitate virtually anyone's voice. It's a trick I learned as a kid. I used to send my nanny in a... She was twitching by the first year. Anyway.
I can also summon a golden knight. Apparently, I think something in my subconscious retained that bit. Because because I used to read my daughter stories last night.
I've seen him. He was the terror on the battlefield, right?
Yeah. I enjoy the irony of a scythe. I can also lift things. For example, if you hadn't used your wind to transport the sword, I likely could have transported
back.
myself.
Interesting.
And of course, she kind of, like, you know that anime waving both arms to get people's attention thing? She just sticks her arms out of Klaus and waves them around like that, you know.
Us hands.
Jazzy! I can't even. Okay, but basically,
And yet she
so
does.
She goes, so Vell goes, I can do this, obviously. Now, I will not lie, I can more active. Yes, like that. Perfect. Thank you, Ash. Now, I'm not going to lie, I can possess you more fully. If I wanted to, I could attempt to control Klaus like a puppet or a living flesh bag. But I choose not to.
The instant she mentioned the possession thing, Whisper kind of gags.
Like I said, I do not choose to.
Yes.
Just
I'm
wait on.
simply staying in.
It seems that she shares your disgust about active possession, Whisper.
It's just something underneath my skin, inside me. It's just falling. Ugh, I can feel the goose pimples.
What was that, Klaus?
Klaus just leans sideways to whisper to Kun. Don't tell him I can probably do the mind control.
Shh.
Vell also says, I am very thankful that so far, passive possession does not show to have any negative side effects. If there were, I would be more likely to be possessing the sword and the quarterstaff and any inanimate object more often, because I do not wish to cause people harm just by existing. I didn't ask to be here. Didn't ask to be saved or kept here. I slept for 20 years. I died in a fire, saving my child. I was a golden lion at one point, but honestly I could not care less.
Now here I am, stuck with you lot.
No. I'm certain that if I so chose, I am certain that if I so chose, I could possibly live out the rest of my days in a flower vase. But I choose to be with you because, for some strange reason, I enjoy your company. And
Well, of course you do. I am quite dashing.
who...
Klaus to the left of me, Whisper to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see Kuhn's face just like really, really scrunch up, and he's looking at you in utter disbelief.
Whisper
Sorry,
or Vell?
was trying to defuse. Sorry, was trying to defuse.
Well, apologies. I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk.
But Vell is
Please,
like...
you go on about your face.
Vell continues and says, I feel like I could serve more of a purpose as someone who helps you all fight for peace rather than as a sentient flower arrangement.
Or sword.
Sentient flower pot.
Yes. Vell the flower pot. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, as
Now,
I said, I had a daughter in life. I am not to see her or my former husband anymore.
well, any tips, tricks, any? Okay, that's kind of cute.
That is freaking
Yup.
adorable.
All right. Now, on the topic of perhaps potentially confronting the most terrifying creature that's ever existed, the Pirate King Mir.
And that is where we should probably dip out and close. I sincerely do need to go to sleep. Video.
Very well.
Yeah.
And this, I believe, we shall end the session here.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to keep it as long as possible because you clearly had a lot to say, Whisper. But here I must conclude it.
All right.
Very well.
Honestly,
I
I think that was a pretty good ending point because, like, we're shifting the topics from us to the plan of attack, and I think that's smart.
Indeed.
All right.
Sorry, you have time to write down your plans for later. Also, massive echo. Sorry, Dash.
Right.
Now, Josh, I have an apology for you.
Okay.
I wanted us to be able to actually test out Kun's new abilities this session. Sadly,
I'm actually glad I did. I'm actually glad we didn't because I kind of wanted to make. It's like I kind of want to make some new
Changes.
Build isn't finalized. I didn't get the chance to finalize it because I had very busy past few days.
Sure, and I might want to look into, and I also want to check or look into something regarding your build as well. If you have time after the session.
Sure.
All right.
Or
Who was creepy Claus?
Yeah, creepy Klaus. It's a this entire session has been Klaus angry.
Klaus
Yeah.
angry or in the middle of a breakdown, which he probably just reached.
Yeah,
And
Klaus
I
said
can't wait.
Klaus needs a nap. Klaus
Yeah, I was
very
gonna
much
say-
needs a nap.
yeah, I was gonna say. Well, first of all, apologies aside, though, this has now been the 4th session in a row where we have had 0 combat. So, Josh, catch up to me, scrub.
Oh yeah.
I need
Seriously, I have to
to
ask, did I do good with the laugh before he goes?
Yes! Yes!
Very good.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I need to go to sleep.
It's like-
Bye.
Good luck sleeping the
Before
night.
you go, Ari, may I quickly ask, how was the session?
Lots of fun. I love the roleplay sessions.
Nice.